Altoona, St. Thomas, Altoona. This is an audio test. Good afternoon, baseball fans, and welcome to Appleton, Wisconsin, and Fox City Stadium, host of the 2023 WIAA State Baseball Tournament. My name is Jason Zaleski. Welcome aboard this Zaleski Sports broadcast here at the state tournament. The St. Thomas More Cavaliers and the Altoona Railroaders. A quick note, to turn the microphone on, it might seem early, but we are starting early. So those of you that are listening right now, take just a quick moment, tell all your friends, neighbors, and strangers that we are going to start early here in this Division II semifinal game.
Good afternoon.
Running ahead of schedule. This is after yesterday being behind schedule, and the 1 o'clock time was approximate, and now it'll be confirmed that 1 o'clock, no, 12:45, 12:47. We got about 6 minutes to let everybody know that baseball is live here on Zaleski Sports. We turn to the field for today's national anthem.
With the playing of our national anthem.
Welcome and thank you for tuning in to the Zaleski Sports broadcast here at the 2023 WIAA State Baseball Tournament. This is semifinal number 1 for Division II St. Thomas More Cavaliers and the Altoona Railroaders. Back to the field for player announcements.
Number 6, Andrew Dodge. Number 11, Austin Galasuski. Number 19, Elijah Neiman. And number 20, Donnie Kenzierski. Now here's the starting lineup for this afternoon for St. Thomas More. Leading off is the shortstop, number 2, Alex Alisea. Batting second, the third baseman, number 8, Oliver Gonzalez. Hitting third and catching is number 9, Brady Johnson. Hitting fourth, the first baseman, number 22, Sam Mommer. Batting fifth and pitching is number 1, Kyle Olivo. Hitting sixth, the left fielder, number 15, Manny Sostre. Hitting seventh, the center fielder, number 24, Bennett Karalavich. Batting eighth, the designated hitter, number 12, George Bensky. Hitting ninth, the second baseman, number 17, Braden Olivo. And starting in right field this afternoon for the Cavaliers is number 10, Jacob Brooks. The head coach of the Cavaliers is Tim Schultz. Now the non-starters for the home team this afternoon, the Altoona Railroaders. Number 0, Dallin Robinson. Number 2, Jackson Berg. Number 3, Luke Duquesne. Number 4, Joey Garrison. Number 9, Braden Trulinger. Number 11, Mason Lang. Number 13, Connor Scullion. Number 14, Aiden Scullion. Number 21, A.J. Lindbergh. and number 30, Xavier Kirchhoff. Now here's the starting lineup this afternoon for the Railroaders. Leading off, the catcher, number 19, Evan Gustafson. Batting second, the shortstop, number 6, Trent Cornell. Hitting third, the third baseman, number 17, Colin Boyarski. Hitting fourth, the center fielder, number 12, C.J. Marshall. Batting fifth and pitching, number 10, Bennett Stocky. Hitting sixth, the right fielder, number 8, Kellen Smith. Batting seventh at first base, number 18, Cameron St. John. Hitting eighth, the second baseman, number 15, Keaton Camistrol. And batting ninth and playing in left field is number 7, Ben Kunkel. The head coach of Altoona is Craig Walter. Good luck to both teams.
All right, again, just about time for baseball here in Appleton, Fox City Stadium, the site of the 2023 Baseball WIAA State Tournament. And this is state semifinal number 1 of the day here in Division II, the St. Thomas More Cavaliers and the Altoona Railroaders. Welcome aboard, everybody. Jason Zaleski here. And again, just a quick note, make sure to tell all your friends, neighbors, and strangers that we are going to be starting early here in this game. It was a posted time of 1 p.m., but welcome to tournament baseball, where we start when and however we are told to start. Again, it was mostly a rainout yesterday, 4 games scheduled yesterday, 2 ended up happening, and then we start early this morning, 8 a.m., so early morning to the start here today. And for the WIAA, any advantage they get, any early time, they will take it because it is scheduled to be a long day here today. So again, tell everybody this game is just about to begin. For St. Thomas More, the starting lineup goes like this: at shortstop, Alex Alicia. Batting second, the third baseman, Oliver Gonzalez. Brady Johnson bats third and catches. Sam Mommer in the cleanup spot at first base. Kyle Olivo pitching and batting fifth. Manny Sostra in left field bats sixth. Bennett Karlowitz in center field bats seventh. George Bensky, the designated hitter, bats eighth. And Braden Olivo batting ninth, playing second base. Jacob Brooks not batting and starting in right field for Coach Tim Schultz and the St. Thomas More Cavaliers. For the Altoona Railroaders, it goes like this. Catcher and leading off is Evan Gustafson. Trent Cornell at shortstop bats second. Colin Boyarski at third base bats third. C.J. Varsho in the cleanup spot. He's in center field. Bennett Stocky, today's starting pitcher, bats fifth. Kellen Smith in right field bats sixth. In the seventh spot is Cameron St. John at first base. Keaton Camistrol at second base bats eighth. And Ben Kunkel in left field bats ninth. Altoona Railroaders are coached by Craig Walter and Bennett Stocky on the mound. Talk more about Bennett here as we go. But Stocky on the mound as we are set to begin this WIAA Division II semifinal, and first pitch is right down Main Street for strike one. Stocky works quickly, and this one will be hit towards first, and that'll get through the hole. Putting a glove out was Cameron St. John, but it was a sharply hit ball on the 0-1 pitch by Alex Alicia, and the leadoff runner for the Cavaliers is aboard. So Cavs start with a base hit and look now to the third baseman, Oliver Gonzalez. Bennett Stocky on the season, 7-0, a .43 ERA, 66 strikeouts for Stocky. Coming into this state tournament to just 4 walks. So Stocky, an obvious choice for Coach Craig Walter here today. First pitch to Gonzalez, a strike, and here's the 0-1. Outside corner, strike two. We are presented today by CCF Bank, making more possible. We'll hear more about CCF Bank and others all throughout today's broadcast. A couple of checks over to first. Alicia dives back both times. But again, we are underway. We first pitched, by the way, 12:47. So 13 minutes early here to start this semifinal, and the hail of baseballs continue to be fired over to first base by Bennett Stocky. He has chased Alicia back multiple times, now comes home on the 0-1 and fires in high for a ball. Evan Gustafson out of his crouch to bring that in. So high enough where Gustafson had to stand, but no problem. 1 ball, 1 strike. Stocky to Gonzalez. Gonzalez will hit this one foul into the grandstands. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Again, just underway. Leadoff hitter Alex Alicia with a base hit to the right side. He's on first. The 1-2 from Stocky. Curveball stays high. Runners on the move, and it's a stolen base for Alex Alicia. Alicia had a good jump on the 1-2 pitch. Runner in scoring position now for the Cavs. 2-2. Stocky looks to second. Now comes home. This one hit, and that'll get down into right field. Alicia was on the move, turning from third, and will score with a head-first slide, and it's an RBI base hit for Oliver Gonzalez. Gonzalez drove the offering from Stocky to straightaway right field. Bounced in front of the right fielder, Kellen Smith. No throw home, and it's 1-0 Cavaliers. Nobody out. The catcher now is Brady Johnson. Johnson looks at a ball to start his first at-bat here at State. And now lifts it into right field. Smith runs under it and brings it in for the first out of the inning. Nice play there in right field by Kellen Smith. Played essentially straightaway right. Smith did have to run about 15 feet forward, but does so easily to make the catch for the first out of the inning. So now the first baseman, Sam Mommer. And strike called to Mommer. Mommer on the year, bats .413, 3 home runs. And takes the curveball foul up the third base line, just missed the line by about 2 feet. Did the cleanup hitter, first baseman Mommer, turned on it. Ball wide of the third base bag by about 1.5 feet. So no balls, 2 strikes. Altoona ace Bennett Stocky ahead of the cleanup hitter Mommer. High for a ball. Tempted Mommer with the high heat. Mommer wasn't biting. Good location there from Stocky, especially on the 0-2. See what Stocky and Gustafson come up with on the 1-2. And this one is bounced over to first. The throw will be to second, and the ball is thrown into left field. An error on the play will put Mommer on the bag at first. Moving to third is Gonzalez on the E3. It was the right idea for Cameron St. John. Cut down the lead runner, and they had plenty of time to get Gonzalez, but he fired it high over the head of the leaping Trent Cornell and into left field. So runners now on first and third for the pitcher, Kyle Olivo. Not the start the Railroaders were looking for. Still, though, chance to get out of this with limited damage. And runners on, I should say, first and second as Mommer rounded and went to second on that throw. This one hit weakly into left field, and that's going to fall. The flare into left field will score 1. An RBI base hit for Kyle Olivo, and it's 2-0, or 2 runs in the top of the first for the Cavaliers. Mommer all the way to third, so they put runners back on the corners now with 1 out, and Craig Walter immediately to the mound. Talked to his infield and talked to his pitcher, Bennett Stocky. This broadcast brought to you by CCF Bank, a proud member of the Altoona Rails community. From spend and save accounts to accommodating your complex business banking needs, CCF Bank provides you with a home field advantage and Grand Slam products. Visit ccf.us to learn more. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. And a big thanks to CCF Bank for making more possible, including helping with this broadcast here today. Meeting at the mound is done. The 2 runs are in, 1 out. Runners on the corners. After the flare from Kyle Olivo, it was right over Cornell's head. Cornell ranged back, but that flare was bound and determined to land safely in the left field grass, and it did. First pitch swinging is Sostre to straightaway center. The ball is caught there. Tagging from third is Mommer, and he will be in with a head-first slide. RBI sac fly for Manny Sostre for the 3rd Cavaliers run in the inning.
Here's the center fielder, number 24.
Olivo stays on the bag at first. 3 runs across. The Rails do get the 2nd out. And now the 7th hitter of the inning is the center fielder, Bennett Karlowitz. Karlowitz looks at a strike outside. I'm sorry, a ball outside. My apologies. Big swing and a miss from Karlowitz. And that one fouled back. Right off of the chest protector of Evan Gustafson. He's fine. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Rails looking to get out of this and get back into the dugout. Runner is on the move, throw down, and another stolen base for the Cavs here in the inning. The 2nd stolen base. First it was Alex Alicia, now Kyle Olivo. Runner moves back into scoring position for the Cavaliers. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Stocky steps off the mound. Now back on the rubber. Stocky takes a long look at Olivo on the bag at second. Now the 2-2. Swung on and missed for strike 3. And the top half of the first is over for the Cavaliers, but not before damage is done. They score 3 in the top of the first. It'd be the Altoona Railroaders coming to bat. Division II state semifinal. Right after this on Zaleski Sports, presented by CCF Bank.
You know better when you see it.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
But sometimes it's a little harder to tell what better looks like, and you could use a little help.
Thanks, Mom.
Security Health Plan. Everything you need in a health plan. Everything you'd expect from a good neighbor.
At Security Financial Bank, we understand what it takes to grow what matters. We know success doesn't happen overnight. It takes honest work, day in and day out. We value trust, leadership, and service. We are SFB, bankers who believe in your business, your family, your future. Bankers who believe in you. Learn more at sfbank.com, member FDIC.
Program is available at the gates for $5.
Bottom of the first inning coming up. Evan Gustafson, Trent Cornell, and Colin Boyarski. 1-2-3 for the Altoona Railroaders. And state semifinal. 3 runs poured in by the Cavs in the opening frame. See how the Rails respond here. Bottom of the first inning. First trip to the state tournament since 2010. This after a first place finish in the Middle Border Conference for the Altoona Railroaders. 19-4 regular season record. They were 13-1 in conference. An outstanding conference season for the Rails as they bested Baldwin Woodville. Baldwin Woodville comes in 11-3. St. Croix Central 10-4. The other double-digit win teams in the Middle Border Conference here in this 2023 baseball season. So the Railroaders representing the Middle Border here at Fox City Stadium in Appleton. And swing and a miss by Gustafson as the Rails get their first look at Kyle Olivo. Olivo on the season, a 1.43 ERA, 7-0 on the season. 77 strikeouts for Olivo, that to 21 walks. Impressive stat line for Olivo. The 1-1 stays outside. 2 balls and a strike. St. Thomas More out of the Metro Classic Conference. 14-0 in conference to be conference champs. Kenosha St. Joe's 12-2 in second place. Swung on and missed. Count even now at 2 apiece. Kenosha St. Joe in the state tournament last year. St. Thomas More represents the Metro Classic Conference here in 2023. Here's the 2-2 from Olivo. Curveball swung on, grounded to second. Chance there for Braden Olivo and successful chance for 3, and there is 1 down.
Here now is the shortstop, number 6, Trent Cornell.
So Trent Cornell now, the shortstop, comes in. The Rails today, black jerseys, red letters, gray pants, and red lids all the way around. St. Thomas More, blue jerseys, white pants, and two-tone blue hats for the Cavaliers. First pitch swinging towards the hole, and diving play by Olivo. Gets to his feet, and not in time. Sam Mommer held up the ball as it came into his glove. It was a diving play made by Braden Olivo on the right field grass, but Cornell beats it out for a base hit. Good hustle there from the shortstop, Trent Cornell. After what was a spectacular diving stab made by Olivo on the grounder, but Cornell beat it by a half a step. Here's Colin Boyarski as Cornell gets chased back to the bag at first. Thanks, everybody, for listening today. Again, bottom of the first inning. We started at 12:47, 13 minutes before our advertised start time. Very unusual in a tournament format, but first game today was at 8 o'clock, and then we had a 10-run game prior to this, so pace was good. The WI said, okay, let's go. We're going to go early because we got a lot of games left here today. The 0-1 from Kyle Olivo. Swung on and missed for strike 2 to Boyarski. Slider in the dirt. Boyarski couldn't resist it. No balls, 2 strikes. Runner on first is Cornell. This one, check, swing, foul. Up the right field side, first base side. Long look over from Olivo. And ball, low and away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Great day to be outdoors if you can. Here in Appleton, mostly cloudy sky, some sun peeking through. Throw over to first. Cornell again back in time. Little bit of a breeze blowing across the field from first to third base. Just enough if you're out there in the sun to cool you off. Enough cloud cover to keep you comfortable. Here's the 1-2. Swung on and missed. And strike 3. So Boyarski goes down swinging for out number 2. First strikeout today for Kyle Olivo. And that brings up the center fielder, C.J. Varsho. Left-handed batting Varsho steps in. Comes in batting .361 on the year. 17 runs batted in, 26 runs scored. Very good work from your cleanup hitter, Varsho. First pitch is right down Main Street for strike 1. These Rails hitters want to get a look at Olivo. It so appears here in this first inning. Want to see a couple. Runner on the move, and there'll be no throw, a stolen base for Trent Cornell. Cornell with a good jump. The ball was bobbled just a bit on the glove to hand transfer made by Brady Johnson after that pitch was caught. Now they're going to go out and talk about it. Are Olivo and Johnson, probably to change the signs maybe, or just to remind, here's our second base signs now with a runner on second and Cornell. 1 ball, 1 strike. Throw home. This one grounded to short. Double hop, long throw is made in time. Nice play there by Alex Alicia as he fires over to Sam Omber for the final out here in the inning. It was a 1-out base hit by Trent Cornell, stolen base, and then left stranded is Cornell to bring the first inning to a close. Here in this WIAA State Semifinal, Division II, Game 1 here in Division II. Score after 1 complete. St. Thomas More Cavaliers 3, Altoona Railroaders 0. Back for more state baseball on Zaleski Sports, presented by CCF Bank, right after this.
Fleet Farm has everything you need for every season of life. From tending the vegetable garden season to planting 100 acres of crops season. Fleet Farm is your one-stop shop. Whether it's strawberry jam season, cook your walleye season, or his first set of wheels season. Fleet Farm is built for every season. Fleet Farm, built for real life.
Chili Implement, located just west of Marshfield in Chili, is your Kubota dealer in central Wisconsin. Big or small, Chili Implement has all the best equipment waiting for you. From farm tractors to lawn care, plus work and have fun in a Kubota side-by-side. Choose Chili Implement for your parts and service too. Chili Implement, open Monday through Saturday to serve you and 24/7 online at chiliimplement.com. Back here in Appleton, top of the second inning, about to be underway. George Bensky, Braden Olivo, and Alex Alicia at 8-9-1 in the order for the Cavs. And first pitch swinging is Bensky. This is hit right field side and will get out of play. Contact Brad Stockey, Primerica Regional Vice President, for all your investment and financial planning needs. Call 715-832-4538 to set up a complimentary financial review. Brad Stockey at Primerica. Get your finances in order with Brad. Stockey, and high and inside for strike 2. A check swing, they say that Bensky went around. So no balls, 2 strikes, and swung on and missed. 3 straight strikes fired in by Stockey. Second strikeout of the day, and 1 up, 1 down here in the top of the second inning. So the second baseman now, Braden Olivo. Olivo comes in batting .247 on the year. First pitch from Stockey, high and inside for ball 1. Quickly now, Stockey, and this one hit into the gap in left center. That's going to go all the way to the fence. That's going to roll to the fence, around first, into second, looking for third. Here comes Olivo running to third. The relay is not going to be there, and a head-first slide and a 1-out triple for the 9-hitter, the second baseman, Braden Olivo. Olivo belted it to the gap into left center, bounced twice, then rolled to the fence. About 375 into the power alley, and it rolled the final 10 feet to the fence. So a triple given up by Stockey here in the second inning, after striking out the leadoff hitter, the DH Bensky. And now the shortstop, leadoff hitter Alex Alicia. Alicia started this game with a base hit, stolen base, and then a run scored. A left-handed batting Alicia, batting .517 on the season. 26 runs batted in. You don't get a lot of RBI chances sometimes in the leadoff spot, but Alicia has made good when the opportunity presented itself. Now a runner on third with 1 out. Alicia will fight this one off foul into the grandstands behind the Cavs dugout. Cavaliers in the third base dugout. Everybody in the dugout on the rail. And Altoona, same thing. First base dugout, everybody up on the rail. Outside for a ball. Take a look on the count on the scoreboard. I don't think it's right. Maybe it is. 3 balls, 1 strike. Here it is to Alicia. Stockey just works that fast. Full count now on the strike call on the inside corner. Mike Wendlandt down in the first base dugout shooting highlights. You'll get to see highlights later tonight. You'll find those on Facebook, Zaleski Sports Eau Claire, and Alicia twists out of the way of the inside pitch from Stocky and a 6-pitch walk earned by Alex Alicia. So now the third baseman, Oliver Gonzalez. Stocky's thrown a lot of pitches here through 1 1/3. I'll update you about that prior to the start of the bottom of the second. They give us those pitch totals between innings. But Gonzalez batting .369, 25 runs batted in. Runner is on the move, Alicia. There would be no throw. So runners on second and third. So 2 in scoring position now for the third baseman, Gonzalez. This one is flared into right field. Long run. He's not going to get there. Smith not able to get there. Alicia follows Olivo into the home plate. A 2-run RBI for Oliver Gonzalez, his second and third RBIs here this afternoon. Alicia had a good look at that flare into right field as it landed, and after it did, it was Olivo staying close to the bag at third. Those two crossed home plate about 3 feet apart. They could have been holding hands. They were that close as they came to the plate. 5-0 St. Thomas More. Now the catcher, Brady Johnson. Johnson outside corner for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to Johnson. Lead on first by Gonzalez, and strike call. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Stocky has paid attention to runners on first. He hasn't really looked at Gonzalez, though, on this sequence. And check swing, he went around, striking out Brady Johnson is Bennett Stocky. So third strikeout for Stocky. 2 outs here in the inning. Again, if you're just joining us, we started at 12:47, about 13 minutes early. St. Thomas More, 3 runs in the first, 2 here in the second. And that one comes in low to the cleanup hitter, Sam Mommer. Mommer a base hit and a run scored in the first inning. Rails are going to have to be offensive here today. 5-run hole, top of the second inning. Plenty of time, obviously, but they'll need to bat well, you would figure, the rest of the way. The 2-0, this one hit over towards third. Handled there by Boyarski. Long throw across is not, it was in time, but it pulled the first baseman, Cameron St. John, off the bag. The throw was there in time.
Now batting the pitcher, Kyle Olivo.
But runners on first and second now for the Cavaliers. We got time called on the field. And they're going to give an error. They're going to say E3 on St. John as he pulled his right foot off the bag at first, stretching to make that catch. The throw was there in time. St. John not able to stick to the bag. Here's Kyle Olivo, the pitcher. Flies to Varsho in center field and caught for the third out in the inning. Cavaliers strand 2, they score 2. And after 1.5 complete, it is St. Thomas More 5, Altoona nothing. Rails come to bat, bottom of the second. Stocky, Smith, St. John, right after this on Zaleski Sports, presented by CCF Bank.
You know better when you see it.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
But sometimes it's a little harder to tell what better looks like, and you could use a little help.
Thanks, Mom.
Security Health Plan. Everything you need in a health plan. Everything you'd expect from a good neighbor.
When buying or selling land, the biggest decision you make is choosing your representation. Whitetail Properties is the top real estate company for selling hunting land, recreational properties, and farms. Our nationwide network of sportsmen, farmers, and investors offers a great opportunity for you to capitalize on the true market value of your property. In central Wisconsin, Brian Roosh is your local land specialist and is ready to help you get started on all of your property needs.
Bottom of the second inning, Bennett Stocky, Kellen Smith, and Cameron St. John as the Rails go 5, 6, 7 in the order, and I believe I heard Stocky 56 pitches through 2 innings. And that is certainly more than Coach Craig Walter probably was hoping for here through 2. Marquardt Motors, your local Buick and GMC dealer, has the area's largest pre-owned and new vehicle inventory with new arrivals daily. View the inventory at marquardtmotors.com or stop in to talk to a friendly salaried sales consultant at Marquardt Motors. So Bennett Stocky steps in the left-handed batter's box to begin the bottom of the second inning. Stocky bats .333 on the year, does have a solo home run. And curveball comes in for a strike from Kyle Olivo. Back-to-back curveballs, this one outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. This one comes inside for ball 2. Again, Altoona on the first base side, many in red, cheering behind the first base dugout. It's a slightly smaller crowd, supporters of Cavaliers behind the third base dugout. St. Thomas More from Milwaukee. So certainly a shorter drive for the folks from St. Thomas More. But the Altoona crowd showed up in a little bit better numbers as it's a leadoff walk issued to Stocky.
Here comes the right fielder, number 8, Kellen Smith.
That brings up the right fielder, Kellen Smith. And a courtesy runner will be Dallin Robison. So Robison wears number 0, comes in to run for the pitcher, Stocky. Smith batting .332 on the year, also a home run, just like Stocky. Robison chased back to the bag at first. See if they put Robison in motion here. Pitch coming home and taken for strike 1. Again, that seems to have been the Rails' game plan coming in. See pitches from Olivo, and then late in the count, see if they can figure out a way to get on base. 1 base hit in the first inning out of that strategy. Curveball and drops in for strike 2. Quickly, no balls, 2 strikes to the right fielder, Smith. Third baseman, Oliver Gonzalez, inside the bag at third. Middle infield, double play depth. Now the curveball, this one rifled right into the Rails dugout. I think fortunately for the Altoona players and coaching staff, everybody is up out of the dugout. Otherwise, that could have been trouble in there for somebody. Throw over to first, and again, Robison back in time. Ball scooped out of the dirt by Johnson. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Olivo ready. And the 1-2. Curveball. And the bat is stuck out, lifted into center field. Playable, and under it is Bennett Karlowitz for the first out here in the second inning. So Smith retired, and now the first baseman, Cameron St. John. And in the second leadoff walk to Stocky. Robison on the bag at first, running for Stocky. 1 out now for the first baseman, St. John. Outside for ball 1. St. John bats .306 on the year. 21 runs batted in, 3 home runs for St. John as a sophomore for Coach Craig Walter here in 2023. Another throw over, and Robison just back in time. Cavs convinced that Robinson may be on the move here with one away. Curveball, and swinging early and over it was St. John. One ball, one strike. And another curveball and another swing and a miss by St. John. Kyle Olivo has been almost all curveballs here in the second inning. A ball and two strikes. Another curveball. This one is hit into right center field and playable, and under it the right fielder is Jacob Brooks. The ball was hit up. Had some power to it, but got up under it a little bit, and Brooks able to run it down. About 20 paces to his right. So the 8-hitter now, the second baseman, Keaton Camistrol. Camistrol, a .250 hitter. And a strike fastball right down the middle of the plate. Again, they've got eighth batter of the game for the Railroaders. The first six have taken on the first pitch. This one hit weakly in front of home plate. It'll be the catcher Johnson out and picks it. And over to first base in time to Sam Mommer for the final out of the inning. Nice play there by Brady Johnson. Baseball, they talk about pop time, usually referencing a stolen base or a catcher defending against stolen bases, but the pop time there was good for Johnson as he retires Camistrol for the final out of the inning. Leadoff walk. One stranded in the inning. Two complete here from Fox City Stadium. Division II state semifinal game. St. Thomas More 5, Altoona nothing. On Zaleski Sports, presented by CCF Bank.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
Be ready for your season with Play It Again Sports of Eau Claire. Play It Again Sports is just down the road, south of the 5393 intersection in Eau Claire. Just tell them you saw this commercial on Zaleski Sports and get $5 off any $50 order and $10 when you spend $100. Play It Again Sports, buy, sell, trade, and be ready for your season. Back here to Fox City Stadium. Top of the third inning, pitcher Kyle Olivo. And we'll deposit this one into right field, a leadoff base hit for the Cavaliers. Olivo comes up, second time taking a look at Bennett Stockey, and left-handed batting Olivo able to take that one into right field, a leadoff base hit. Left fielder now Manny Sostre. Sostre bunt. And a good one up the third base line. Throw across is in time. A good bunt, better play made by Boyarski, but it does move the runner Olivo over to second on the sac bunt. So this brings up the DH, George Bensky. And strike called to Bensky. Bensky bats .286 on the season. Runner in scoring position, 9 RBI. Hits this one into the grandstands, and a dropped foul ball opportunity for the man in a maroon hat over there. Error. This broadcast brought to you by CCF Bank, a proud member of the Altoona Rails community. From spend and save accounts to accommodating your complex business banking needs, CCF Bank provides you with a home field advantage and Grand Slam products. Visit ccf.us to learn more. Equal housing lender, member FDIC, CCF Bank. Cavs dugout. Clap for George Bensky, and then Bensky ends up calling timeout and moves out of the box. No, Bensky didn't like the clapping routine by his guys. If it was something else. No balls, 2 strikes. To the DH, Bensky. And swung on and missed. 4th strikeout today for Bennett Stockey, and he has struck out Bensky both at bats here in this one. Now the second baseman, Braden Olivo. Olivo, a freshman. And curveball nips the inside corner for strike 1. 6 runs batted in. Stockey, ready, and the 0-1. Runner is on the move. Hit and run was on, and that'll get the job done. Sostre will round third. Fist pump as he comes into home plate, and it's 6-0 St. Thomas More. Hit and run executed by Braden Olivo, and it's an RBI for Olivo. Good jump by Sostre also to execute the hit and run. Now back to leadoff spot, Alex Alicia. 2 at-bats, reached both times, scored both times. Sounds like a leadoff hitter to me. And again, Alicia comes in batting .517. He's on base a lot. Bunt is dropped down, third base side. Stockey will grab it with his hand and fires late. So Alicia drops down a bunt. An infield base hit. The Cavaliers doing it in a number of different ways here through the first 2 2/3. Hit and run, sac fly, sac bunt, bunt base hits, stolen bases, triples. I mean, they've notched a lot of statistical categories here through the first 2 2/3. Curveball in for a strike from Stockey. 1 ball, 1 strike to the junior third baseman, Oliver Gonzalez. The 1-1. This one to be ripped foul back in the parking lot. So 2 outs. Rails looking to put an end to the third here. Ball and 2 strikes to Gonzalez. Here it is. And curveball misses inside. And coming into the inning, Stockey 56 pitches. Leaves somewhere over the 70 mark as the third will come to an end here at some point for the Cavs, but they have worked Stockey. Full count now to Gonzalez. Stockey steps off, now back on. 2 outs, and Stockey steps off again. Cavaliers clap begins anew. Here's the full count from Stockey. Fouled. Right off the rooftop, section 108, first base side. Guy out there put out his hat, expecting that ball to roll back down the A-frame, and it doesn't. So that one skips into the parking lot off the rooftop. Full count pitch again from Stocky. Runners are on the move. This one is rolled towards second base. And throw across is in time. That ball picked by Keaton Camistrol. And as Camistrol picked it, the runner Alicia skipped over it. And that caused Camistrol to pause just for a moment. But the play is made. And the top of the third comes to an end. The Cavaliers score once. They lead 6-0. Bottom of the third coming up right after this on Zaleski Sports, presented by CCF Bank.
What Heartland Farms is a large potato and vegetable operation. Who Heartland Farms is a group of hardworking, dedicated people who have a common vision.
Heartland Farms is an accumulation of individuals who came from family farm backgrounds, grew up on family farms, and now have come together as one larger team to own and manage a much larger farm enterprise.
Rich, creamy, and fun. Point Craft Soda. Caffeine-free, made with 100% real sugar. From Stevens Point Brewery.
All right, bottom of the third inning. 9-1-2 for the Rails. Ben Kunkel, Evan Gustafson, and Trent Cornell all due up. Wipfli LLP, a national accounting and consulting firm. Wipfli brings the curiosity needed to uncover what's been overlooked. The Wipfli team works together to bring integrated solutions to turn your data into insights. You have the vision, Wipfli brings the clarity, because perspective changes everything. Learn more at wipfli.com. So it had been pretty fast in between innings. Now they slow it down a little bit, throw down to second. And this will be Kyle Olivo to begin his third inning of work here in this Division II state semifinal. Again, semifinal number 1 here today. And immediately following, it'll be Jefferson and Denmark in the other Division II semifinal. Winners will play each other tomorrow for a state championship. It was Denmark and Jefferson that played in the state championship game last year. So a state championship rematch this year in a semifinal. It was Denmark winning Division II state last year. Fastball low, 2 balls, no strikes to the left fielder Kunkel. And strike right at the top of the zone. Called strike. Olivo works quickly and fires a fastball low and away. It was almost all curveballs an inning ago. Now 4 straight fastballs here to start the third inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Count runs full. That one missed low. Olivo again works fast. Back on the rubber, he's ready to go. Full count to Kunkel. Another fastball. This one hits softly into center field, but it'll be right at him. And Karlowitz under it. F8, and there is 1 up, 1 down.
Catcher Evan Gustafson.
So now the catcher, Evan Gustafson, grounded to second base back in the first inning. Now the left-handed batting Gustafson gets his second look at Kyle Olivo. And check swing, 1 around. And we will not broadcast this next Division II game. Our next broadcast will be Stevens Point and Whitefish Bay later on today. That one's scheduled for 6 p.m., but again, scheduled. We were scheduled for 1 today, started at 12:47. We will update times at ZaleskiSports.com. Update them as we know them anyway. No balls, 2 strikes to the catcher Gustafson. Went low and missed low. Gustafson not chasing. A ball and 2 strikes. And curveball drops in, froze Gustafson. Second strikeout today for Olivo, and there are 2 away here in the third inning. It was all fastballs in the inning until that pitch to Gustafson, and Gustafson froze on it. So 2 outs, and Trent Cornell. One base hit in the game for Altoona, and it was Cornell's back in the first inning. Two balls, no strikes to the shortstop, Cornell. Here's the 2-0. Inside, 3 balls, no strikes. Rails have had 2 base runners today. Cornell, base hit in the first inning, a leadoff walk to Stocky in the second inning. And 3-0 swinging, fouls it back as Cornell. Here's the 3-1. Swung on and missed, and the count runs full on the shortstop, Cornell. And Kyle Olivo isn't even leaving the rubber. Here's the full count. And he walked him. It was the catcher, Brady Johnson, running to the dugout. But no strike call came, and a base runner with 2 outs for the Rails. Now the third baseman, Colin Boyarsky, struck out back in the first inning. 381 hitter, 21 RBI in the season for Boyarsky. So he looks at a strike on the outside corner. Cornell dancing off the bag at first. Olivo gives him a look. The 0-1 coming home. Swung on and missed. Change up, and out in front of it was Boyarsky. Now a throw over. Cornell dives back in. The 0-1. Or sorry, the 0-2. That goes high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Brady Johnson, back right, pocket untucked. Flapping behind him as he goes back into his crouch. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runner is on the move, and hit and run was on. That one fouled into the dugout. This one off the netting and drops comfortably into the Rails dugout. But Cornell was on the move, and Boyarsky was swinging away on the 1-2. Here it is again. Curveball, waits back on it, rolls it over to second. Picked by Olivo, and he'll take the easy route over to second base, taking himself for the final out of the inning. Base runner stranded in the third for the Railroaders. Otherwise, an uneventful third for Altoona. We'll move to the top of the 4th inning. St. Thomas More 6, Altoona nothing. On Zaleski Sports, presented by CCF Bank.
You know better when you see it.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
But sometimes it's a little harder to tell what better looks like, and you could use a little help.
Thanks, Mom.
Security Health Plan. Everything you need in a health plan. Everything you'd expect from a good neighbor.
At Bauer & Fine Business Technologies in Marshfield, our company has been serving Central Wisconsin since 1955. We're still locally owned and believe strongly in supporting the communities that support us. If you're a current customer, thank you. If you're not a current customer, we'd love to work with you. Let's talk about copiers, printers, postage meters, and network services. Give us a call today at 800-288-2712 or visit our website at b-bt.com. Bauer & Fine Business Technologies. Better business together.
Top of the 4th inning here, Fox City Stadium. Brady Johnson, Sam Mommer, and Kyle Olivo, 3, 4, 5, the meat of the order. Coming up for the St. Thomas More Cavaliers. The Altoona Athletics Booster Club invites you to work together and make it fun to support our student athletes and their sports programs. The Altoona Athletic Booster Club meets every 3rd Wednesday of the month at 6:30 at Altoona High School. All are welcome to join. The Altoona Athletics Booster Club, supporting student athletes to achieve excellence in academics, athletics, and sportsmanship. We appreciate their support. Again, we've heard from Primerica, Marquardt Motors, CCF, Whipfly, Altoona Booster Club, and Security Financial Bank. Play It Again Sports, all of our Chippewa Valley area supporters here today in this state semifinal baseball game. One ball, one strike to the catcher, Brady Johnson. And curveball comes in for a called strike. This one taken and will go under the glove of Keaton Camistral at second base. It'll be a leadoff base runner, an E4 for the Cavaliers in Brady Johnson. So now the first baseman, Sam Mommer. Ball was hit. It was hit sharply, but Camistral had a play on it under his glove. And strike on the outside corner on the first pitch to Mommer. And this one hit to deep left field, going back and making the catch on the warning track and left is Ben Kunkel.
The pitcher, Kyle Olivo.
And my apologies on that error. We had a pitching change between innings. Pitching for Altoona is Keaton Camistral. It's Bennett Stockey back on the bag at second. So Stockey with the leadoff error as Camistral pitches here in the fourth inning for the Rails. But allowed out by Mommer. Nice job there. Ben Kunkel ran that one all the way down. It was right on the foul line, and he catches it right on the warning track. Straightaway left field is 325. Caught that about 320. So the pitcher now, Kyle Olivo. 2 balls, no strikes. Camistral to Olivo. This one hit straightaway center. Varsho takes 2 steps back and brings it in for out number 2. So F7, F8, there are 2 down. And the left fielder, Manny Sostre now. Left-handed batting Sostre, 344 batting average on the year. And almost all of these Cavaliers looks like they've bleached their hair blonde for the state tournament appearance. First pitch swinging, and that's going to get into right field just beyond the outstretched dive from Bennett Stockey, and the throw comes wildly into second base. That's going to roll to the fence, but everybody's going to stay put. That ball was rifled back in by Kellen Smith. He missed the cutoff, threw over the top of Trent Cornell, but no damage done. Sostre, a 2-out base hit. Johnson moved to second. Center fielder now is Bennett Karlowitz. 0 for 2 was Karlowitz here in this state semifinal, but a new pitcher, Camistral, and see what he can do with it, and he'll deliver to right field. That's a base hit. One hopper there, turning is Johnson. The throw is cut off, and late coming home, an RBI base hit for Bennett Karlowitz. First pitch attacking Cavaliers, and Karlowitz into right field, a base hit and RBI. Johnson scores from second. Sostre goes to third. Runners on the corners, and a 7-run lead for the Cavaliers. Now the DH, Bensky. And Bensky first pitch swinging, hits that one over to third. Throw across is in time. It was a bobble there by Boyarski. He took it off his chest, gathered, and fires over in time to St. John. And the top of the fourth inning is done, but the Cavaliers have scored again. The Cavaliers score 3 in the first, 2 in the second, 1 in the third, and 1 more here in the fourth inning. 7-0 as we move to the bottom of the fourth inning. Right after this, on Zaleski Sports, presented by CCF Bank.
Customize your next apparel order with Maida Custom Apparel of Stevens Point. Visit us today for custom baseball and softball apparel. Need help with a design? We have you covered. Our highly skilled staff will turn your idea into a reality with great quality screen printing. Or choose from a variety of embroidery options today. Visit us at our physical store or online at maidacustom.com.
Fleet Farm has everything you need for every season of life. From tending the vegetable garden season to planting 100 acres of crop season. Fleet Farm is your one-stop shop. Whether it's strawberry jam season, cook your walleye season, or his first set of wheels season. Fleet Farm is built for every season. Fleet Farm, built for real life.
Your line score here from Fox City Stadium through 3.5. St. Thomas More, 7 runs on 10 hits, no errors. Altoona, no runs, 1 hit, and 3 errors. Bottom of the 4th. Varsho, Stocky, Smith, 4-5-6 for the Rails. Contact Brad Stocky, Primerica Regional Vice President, for all your investment and financial planning needs. Call 715-832-4538 and set up a complimentary financial review at Primerica with Brad Stocky. Varsho steps in. 4th inning of work for Kyle Olivo, and Olivo starts him off with the ball inside. Fouled back. 1 ball, 1 strike. I mentioned Spash and Whitefish Bay. Our next scheduled broadcast here today, 6 p.m. first pitch. Jack Council, leadoff hitter. Standout for the Whitefish Bay Blue Dukes. Son of Milwaukee Brewers manager Craig Council, and manager Craig Council was here on Monday watching Jack play baseball. Probably won't be here today. Brewers are underway right now over in Minneapolis. I don't know if Craig's got access to the Antanasio helicopter or not. Maybe, maybe not. 2-2. And that just misses high. Full count now to C.J. Varsho. Speaking of managers, Dale Varsho, manager of the Eau Claire Express. And it'll be a walk issued to son C.J. And the Rails will run for Varsho. This will be Joey Garrison coming out to run. The junior will run for the center fielder, Varsho. And that brings up the second baseman, Bennett Stocky. So umpires making their notes to indicate the runner, Joey Garrison. Now our home plate umpire comes back behind home plate, and we are ready to go. A long look in from Kyle Olivo. Checks on the runner at first and fires inside corner for strike 1. Again, Bennett Stocky batting, now playing second base. He goes 3 innings. Give you his stat line after this pitch up coming from Olivo. And fouls that one off. Ball 1 strike. 3 innings, 8 hits, 5 earned runs, 4 strikeouts and a walk for Stocky. So Stocky and Camistrol straight switch first, or from second to pitcher, and a big swing and a miss, and Stocky goes down swinging. Stocky swinging for the fences on the 0-2. And the strikeout is the 3rd for Kyle Olivo, and that brings up the right fielder, Kellen Smith. Second at bat for Smith today, second time through the order for the Rails. A fly out to center for Kellen back in the 2nd inning. And lays off the first pitch. for ball one. Slider thrown in by Olivo on the first pitch. Fastball misses high. 2 balls, no strikes. Olivo slowing here in this 4th inning. He had been rapid fire, especially in innings 2 and 3. But his pace has slowed here considerably in the 4th. And 3 straight balls thrown to Smith. The 3-0 taking the whole way and a 4-pitch walk after a strikeout. So he strikes out Stocky on 3 straight, walks Smith on 4 straight, and runners on first and second. First opportunity of the game for the Railroaders. First baseman Cameron St. John, 21 runs batted in this year. Sophomore first baseman. Outside corner for strike 1. That outside corner has been there all day for all 3 pitchers. Kyle Olivo has used it well. No balls, 1 strike. That one fouled back and to the backstop. No balls, 2 strikes. Again, it was Olivo striking out Stocky on 3 straight, then walking Smith on 4 straight. Now 2 straight strikes to St. John. Olivo checks on the runner at second. Now the 0-2. And strike 3 called. The trend continues. This, though, a backward K, but again, 3 straight to strike out Stocky, 4 straight to walk Smith, then back 3 straight to strike out St. John, and there are 2 outs in the inning. Now the 8-hitter, second, or a pitcher now, Keaton Camistrol. Again, Camistrol came on to pitch in the top of the inning, and inside it comes, and I don't think Camistrol got hit, but a wild pitch will be the result, and runners on second and third. So I came in tight to Camistrol. I thought for a moment there that might have hit his jersey, but a wild pitch is the call. So if we're following that trend, 3 straight to strike out Stocky, 4 straight to walk Smith, 3 straight to strike out St. John, and he starts a ball to Camistrol. So what, it's going to be 4 straight and a walk to Camistrol? Find out. Here's the 1-0, and no is the answer. A swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. See if Olivo has straightened out the roller coaster here, and he has. Another fastball pumped in for a strike. So 2 outs in the inning, 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the Cavaliers fans begin to make a little bit of noise here. Looking to put an end to the 4th inning. The 1-2. Strike 3 called. Outside third, and Camistrol goes down looking, and runners are stranded on second and third for the Rails to end the 4th inning. Top of the 5th from Appleton coming up after this. It'll be Olivo, Alicia, and Gonzalez for the Cavaliers on Zaleski Sports, presented by CCF Bank.
You know better when you see it.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
But sometimes it's a little harder to tell what better looks like, and you could use a little help.
Thanks, Mom.
Security Health Plan. Everything you need in a health plan. Everything you'd expect from a good neighbor.
At Security Financial Bank, we understand what it takes to grow what matters. We know success doesn't happen overnight. It takes honest work, day in and day out. We value trust, leadership, and service. We are SFB, bankers who believe in your business, your family, your future. Bankers who believe in you. Learn more at sfbank.com. Member FDIC.
All right, top of the 5th inning coming up. We are an hour and 7 minutes in. And top of the 5th inning, as promised, here on Zaleski Sports. Again, this broadcast brought to you by CCF Bank, a proud member of the Altoona Rails community. From spend and save accounts to accommodating your complex business banking needs, CCF Bank provides you with a home field advantage and Grand Slam products. Visit ccf.us to learn more. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. New pitcher for the Rails is going to be number 12, CJ Varsho. So Varsho comes in for center field. I had thought it peculiar that he led off with a walk and then a runner came in for Varsho, but that was Craig Walter pulling him in to get him stretched and loosen up to pitch. And he begins the 5th inning with the strike. To the 9-hitter, second baseman Braden Olivo. Follows it up with a ball low. 1 ball, 1 strike. So Camistrol pitches 1 inning and gives way to Varsho here in the 5th inning. This one driven into right center field, and that's going to be in the gap. That's going to get down and roll out towards the 405 sign in the corner, and a leadoff stand-up double for Braden Olivo. Back-to-back doubles for Olivo. It was off of Stocky in the 3rd inning, now off of Varsho here to begin the 5th. So Alex Alisea now in the 5th inning. Saying that wrong earlier, my apologies. Alex Alisea. Leadoff hitter, shortstop. That one fouled straight back right to our microphone. You may have heard that at home. Camistrol goes an inning, gives up 2 hits. 1 run came across, not earned. No strikeouts, no walks for Camistrol. And this will be a wild pitch from Varsho as that skipped in. And that'll easily move Olivo to the bag at 3rd. That one bounced in about 5 feet in front of Gustafson. So wild pitch has the potential 8th run of the game for the Cavaliers, standing at 3rd in the way of the freshman Braden Olivo. And Alex Alisea now takes a look at 2-2 from Varsho, and that misses low. So full count now to Alisea. Full count from Varsho. This one is hit into center field and deep. That'll be enough to score the run from 3rd. The ball is caught. Olivo tags, and it's 8-0 Cavaliers on the RBI sac fly from Alex Alisea.
Now batting third baseman Oliver Gonzalez.
Third baseman now Oliver Gonzalez, and with 1 out, nobody on base, but Rails down 8. And those of you at home wondering, yes, the 10-run rule does apply here at State Baseball. And a 1-out base hit for Gonzalez. Gonzalez takes it the other way. And base runner on for the Cavs. It's the catcher now, Brady Johnson. Johnson reached by error in the 4th inning, later scored. And first pitch from Varsho comes in for a strike. This will be Mason Lang heading down to the Rails bullpen as we speak. During innings, we were wondering where the bullpens were, but now we see them. They're right in foul territory on either side. That is not the case. Timber Rattlers fans know that the bullpens are in center field, but they do not allow the high school kids to use the official bullpens here. Plus, you'd be 500 feet from your own dugout. So a couple reasons why. And on the St. Thomas More side, it's Manny Sostra warming up for the Cavs. So each team with somebody getting loose, and balk is called on the field. They're going to call Varsho with the balk, and we'll turn to our rules expert, Doug Zaleski, here and see if you saw what happened there. Didn't come set, says our rules expert. Former State baseball umpire Doug Zaleski sitting to my right. So moving down to second is Gonzalez. And good thing Doug was here. I was looking at my scorebook while that happened. Here's the 1-2 from Varsho. This one hits softly towards the hole. That's short, and there'll be no throw. It was gloved over there by Cornell, but he was on the outfield grass when he gloved it. Probably wasn't going to be able to make a throw anyway, or a throw with Gonzalez moving to third would have been ill-advised, and as it is, Cornell slips on the outfield grass, and no throw was made in the end. Infield base hit for Brady Johnson. Just hit that one deep in the hole. Cornell able to save the run, though, by getting that ball on the outfield grass. So runners on the corners, and the first baseman, Sam Mommer. So inning continues here for the Cavs. One run across, runners on the corners with one out. Varsho, and throws over to first. And Oliver Gonzalez standing in the bag at third. He turned around and asked the third base umpire if that was a balk. It was not. And Varsho pumps in a strike. By the way, our home plate umpire is Rick Breitkreutz. Over at first base is John McGinley. Second base is John Belo. And Dan Hoffman, your umpire on third base. And runners on the move. The throw is made and safe. A stolen base for Brady Johnson. Evan Gustafson is confident with his throw down. And as that throw was made, Oliver Gonzalez just casually walked back to the bag at third. Did not attempt a double steal. So runners on second and third. Ball and a strike to the first baseman, Mommer. Varsho delivers the 1-1. This one hit over to third. The throw will come home. It bounces in, and he's safe. Ball was picked up by Boyarsky. He looked to cut down the runner at home, Gonzalez. Gonzalez, a feet first slide, and he is in, and it's 9-0. St. Thomas More. It would have been a long throw for Boyarsky over to first, and Boyarsky probably figuring, if I throw it over to first, maybe I get him out, maybe I don't, but Gonzalez is going to score anyway, so let's see if I can throw home. But Gonzalez scored with that decision also, and then first pitch swinging is Kyle Olivo, and the bases are going to be loaded. So Olivo gets after Varsho right away. Johnson over to third, Mommer to second, and quickly now bases loaded for the left fielder, Manny Sostre. Sostre, the seventh batter of the inning for the Cavaliers. The Rails infield will come in. So infield plays in, looking to keep this at 9 on any contact made on the ground by Sostre. Varsho deals a strike. And throws Sostre, 344 hitter, 13 runs batted in. The 0-1 off-speed pitch, and Sostre way out in front of it for strike 2. I'd imagine Sostre and some of these Cavs probably figured they had C.J. Varsho solved, and Varsho had another trick for Sostre. Here's the 0-2. Off-speed pitch, fouled off. So no balls, 2 strikes to the left fielder Sostre. Bases loaded. Top of the 5th, 1 out. Rails infield is in on the grass. Here's the 0-2. Sostre fouls another one off. This one to the Altoona dugout. Marquardt Motors, your local Buick and GMC dealer that has the area's largest pre-owned and new vehicle inventory with new arrivals daily. View the inventory at marquardtmotors.com or stop in to talk to a friendly, salaried sales consultant at Marquardt Motors. The 0-2 again from Varsho. And that one missed. Sostre bent his knees as that ball came in. It was close. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Varsho, and time is called by Sostre just before Varsho's warm-up, or wind-up. Timeout granted for Sostre. Now everybody's back and ready. The 1-2 from Varsho. Fastball is fouled first base side. Good protection swing there from Sostre. Fights it off. On a pitch that was coming inside, but too close to take. Sostre fights it off. And all runners back to their stations. All three of them. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Varsho ready and delivers. And missed inside. Varsho, long look in. Now the 2-2. And Sostre fights off another one into the Rails dugout. Good at bat here from Sostre. Looking to find a way here with the bases loaded and 1 out. The 2-2 skips in for ball 3. Gustafson picked it out of the dirt. Full count now to Sostre. Infield remains in for the Rails. Looking to cut down a run coming home on a ground ball. The full count. This one is hammered into right field. Going back and making the catch on the warning track is Kunkel. And the tag and coming in and scoring. That was a late tag from Brady Johnson, leaving the bag at third as that ball was hit a ton towards the 360 sign. And I mentioned Kunkel. It was Kellen Smith makes the catch right in front of the 360 sign in right field. A loud, deep sac fly RBI for Manny Sostre. Second RBI of the game for Sostre. And it is 10-0 St. Thomas More.
Attention please, now running at first base for the Cavaliers, number 6, Andrew Dodge.
So Andrew Dodge comes in to run at first, relieving the pitcher Kyle Olivo. So Olivo is going to come back in the dugout with 2 outs and get ready to pitch the bottom of the 5th inning. Varsho steps off as runners dancing around the bases. And Varsho again will step off. This is the center fielder, Bennett Karlowitz. Karlowitz, an RBI base hit an inning ago. And that one bounced in by Varsho. Ball 1. And time called from our batter Karlowitz. Time is granted, and Karlowitz steps back in. Another long look in from C.J. Varsho here in this 5th inning. The 1-0 swung on and missed. Karlowitz out in front of the off-speed pitch. One ball, 1 strike. Outside corner and missed. And Cavs lead by 10. The Rails will need to score at least 1 in the bottom of the inning and may need to score more as this is ripped down the left field line. Turning is Mommer from third, and it's 11-0 Cavaliers. Karlowitz turned on it and ripped it right past the bag at third into left field. His second RBI today. And the 9th batter of the inning is George Bensky. And Bensky, first pitch swinging, fouls it straight back. The Altoona Athletics Booster Club invites you to work together and make it fun to support our student athletes and their sports programs. The Altoona Athletic Booster Club meets every 3rd Wednesday of the month at 6:30 at Altoona High School. All are welcome to join the Altoona Athletics Booster Club, supporting student athletes to achieve excellence in academics, athletics, and sportsmanship. So thanks to the Altoona Booster Club for helping to provide today's broadcast to you back at home completely free. That one misses high. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the DH, George Bensky. And out in front of it, swung on and missed, and that puts an end to the inning as the Cavaliers do, though, bat 9 in the inning. They score 4 and will move to the bottom of the 5th inning. St. Thomas More 11, Altoona nothing on Zaleski Sports, presented by CCF Bank.
Be ready for your season with Play It Again Sports of Eau Claire. Play It Again Sports is just down the road, south of the 5393 intersection in Eau Claire. Just tell them you saw this commercial on Zaleski Sports and get $5 off any $50 order and $10 when you spend $100. Play It Again Sports, buy, sell, trade, and be ready for your season.
All right, last call for the Altoona Railroaders on this 2023 season. The Rails will need at least 2 in this bottom of the 5th inning to move to the 6th inning. 10-run rule is in effect here at the state tournament. They'll need at least 2. It'll be 9-1-2, Kunkel, Gustafson, and Cornell for Altoona, bottom of the 5th inning. Wipfli LLP, a national accounting and consulting firm. Wipfli brings the curiosity needed to uncover what's been overlooked. The Wipfli team works together to bring integrated solutions to turn your data into insights. You have the vision. Wipfli brings the clarity because perspective changes everything. Learn more at wipfli.com. It'll be Kyle Olivo here in the 5th looking for a complete game. And at this point, a complete game, 1-hit shutout. Altoona with just 1 hit on the afternoon. And that hit coming all the way back in the 1st inning, the second batter of the inning, Trent Cornell, who is scheduled to bat here in this 5th inning. Curveball swung through by Kunkel. Again, full video highlights of this game will be available a little bit later tonight on Facebook at Zaleski Sports Eau Claire. So check there this evening and you'll get to see all of it in full color video. St. Thomas More fans, a lot to see on that highlight. Strike 3 called as Kunkel goes down looking to start the 5th. So 2 outs left on the Altoona season. And now the catcher, Evan Gustafson. Again, Mike Wendlandt down in the Altoona dugout collecting highlights. Or actually just next to it in the camera well. First base side at any rate. As I take a look around and we see Denmark and Jefferson both getting ready to start their game, as this will be Gustafson into right field, a base hit.
Now the shortstop, Trent Cornell.
So now the shortstop, Trent Cornell. I mentioned Trent earlier as the only hit given up by Kyle Olivo, that until Evan Gustafson just a moment ago. But here comes Cornell with a hit in the game. Runner on first. Off-speed pitch, and swinging through it is Cornell. Olivo again on the 0-1, and that one misses outside. One ball, 1 strike. Tried the outside corner and missed at Olivo. Now 2-1 to the shortstop, Trent Cornell. And outside corner missed again. So 3 balls, 1 strike. Rails looking for another base runner. Does Cornell take? He does not, and fouls it back. Waited back on the curveball and took a rip at it, but just caught the top of the offering from Olivo coming through the strike zone. So full count now to Cornell. And inside corner, strike 3 called. Olivo stayed away from Cornell until that final pitch. Caught him looking on the inside corner. Seven strikeouts today for Kyle Olivo, and starts Colin Boyarsky with a strike called. And the 0-1 is hit into right center field. That's going to get down. Quickly moving to third is Gustafson, and a 2-out base hit with the season on the brink for Colin Boyarsky. The Rails stay alive.
The pitcher, C.J. Varsho.
So cleanup hitter now, C.J. Varsho. And Altoona will need 2 for us to see the 6th inning here this afternoon. Varsho steps in, senior. Looking to keep the season alive. This one hit foul up the first baseline. The 0-1 from Olivo. Strike called. So Rails down to their final strike here in 2023. Cavalier fans clap with encouragement. The 0-2 from Olivo. This one hit into center field. Playable coming on, and Karlowitz is there. And St. Thomas More will play for a state championship tomorrow afternoon here in Appleton. Congratulations to the Altoona Railroaders on a great season and a state tournament appearance here in 2023. Congratulations to seniors Ben Kunkel, C.J. Varsho, Colin Boyarsky, and Evan Gustafson, as this game has gone final here in the 5th inning. Your final score, St. Thomas More 11, Altoona 0, and our broadcast today brought to you by CCF Bank, a proud member of the Altoona Rails community. From spend and save accounts to accommodating your complex business banking needs, CCF Bank provides you with a home field advantage and Grand Slam products. Visit ccf.us to learn more. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Again, full highlights coming later tonight on Facebook on Zaleski Sports Eau Claire. See game highlights there. And for now, we will close out this broadcast as the Rails come back to the dugout and their fans behind the first base dugout with a standing ovation for their Altoona Railroaders. Here at the state tournament in 2023, the St. Thomas More Cavaliers advance to tomorrow's state championship game. Once again, your final score from Fox City Stadium in Altoona, or in Appleton. St. Thomas More 11, Altoona nothing. Jason Zaleski here, wishing you a good afternoon. We are back on the air at around 5:45 at Stevens Point and Whitefish Bay, a Division I state semifinal later on this afternoon. Again, 6 p.m. first pitch on ZaleskiSports.com. Good afternoon, everybody.